Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thanks, Master Fang, and wonderful presentation. And thank you, Mason. And we have a great opportunity to participate for this kind of education program. And for me, is once promote and develop as like Grandmaster Fang's the same we are, and Dr. Wong. We all spend a lot of time and effort to promote the traditional Taiji and we call exercise and or Taiji sports or Taiji wellness to general public. That's our goal. And we, we are really appreciate it. We have this kind of team to work together to, help to more promote it. We call the traditional art of the Taiji. Today, we will have a very short demonstration. The video talk about it. After we have a short video presentation, everybody can see the Taiji with Taiji fans or some short videos let you to understand how the Taiji controls. After that, I will explain how the Taiji controls, how the coordinations, how the fundamental training. I like to hear a lot of fundamental training internally, artwork like Grandmaster Fang did. We wanted to be see in a different way to explore our body energy too, like a fans or two motif slides. We call the, if it's a three sword, we call the soul and body connect together, and the soul and the qi connect together, and you be able to, soul is cold, non-blood, no blood flows motifs. But when the Taiji master holding sword, that will be connect to the source, source wave, source speed, source spiral, source, all these connections will be linked to human body. We call the first level soul with the body together. Then soul with heart. Okay, whatever your energy flows go with it. Okay, soul with mind becoming together. So this is something we wanted to be shared. Then we go back to the fundamental part. We say how this works in internal energy way, and how this work will be maintain the whole lifestyle or maintain the body of coordination or wellness to could be benefit. We go up reverse training. So the first one, let me show you a little bit the Taiji fan form, a very short video. I just have it right here. Let me share that. We probably go at once, share the video. Let me do this. That will be have right here. This is in my studio. You probably can see in this full screen. So that's doing my class, and we have a slow based demonstration. But this is not the normal speed. So you can tell how we generate energy through the fan. This form usually like a 4 minutes, but when we do slow pace, will be like more 7 minutes. All these movements are based on Chin style Taiji. Technique working with Taiji internal energy work. It's a spiral internal rotation combined with flow and time. That required because not internal supported, nothing moves. So from an inside and out. This way, the other way we can call this called rest. The muscle and joint with the chi. And let the chi link to the mind force. So modulating, keeping flow, and the movement to follow. this is a Taiji fans form. And basically, we use a fan and use the energy through the fan movements, right, to get it together. So it's require a lot of internal energy training. And they have a 3 different level training, of course. Any different teacher have different levels, but I can explain with my theories we call the 3 level, just separated by my own. First one, basic movements. Okay, any movements, any technique is based on the muscles and joint and bone, and or based on the motifs. So practice Taiji, build internal work, get into the second levels we call energy link to the fans, energy link to the motifs. Movements completely, you're holding fans basically is you extend your arm. Fans not blood flow. When you'll be able to training Taiji, you'll be able to apply the feeling or fluidity with the fan. Fan have a feeling. If you're doing properly, people supposedly, without see my body, only see the fan, people supposedly saw the feeling of energy. That's how you transfer second level, transfer the energy to motifs. This idea give you moving other side. I use the fan, you use the sword. How about you use the needling, acupunctures? How about you use the massage? The energy through the needling. Try to turn on to effect all the internal energy flow. That's supposedly our acupuncturist to learn the Taiji will be benefit. Why the acupuncturist learned internal work too, to understood the body system, understood how the energy work, how geniusly this one, the needling can have, we call the energy field surrounded. That's the fans. Third levels, it is mind leading energy. Energy already well done practice, perfectly match with movements. What's this called? The movements, if it's a perfectly merge with energy, we call this movements no different with energy. So movements is energy. Energy is completely is movements. Go upward. Mind is energy. Mind also is the motifs. And motifs is energy. And motifs also is mind. At this level, we call run through the 3 level of internal practice. What do we have? Club 3 level to 1. In traditional we call 三才合合, 3 treasures combination. Materialize, foundation, you don't say materialize, foundation, fundamental base. Energy, the breeze, circulation, the power of universe. The true of the universe without the process or avoid, not process. What's that? The true of the spirit in the universe. 3 things in nature, harmony, combination. In universe, harmony and combination never separated. And they are never separated, only ourselves to divide it. Always there, always being connected, and never be posture or motifs, only because our awareness narrowed down to the one corner we see separated. Actually, it's not. It's for the full time never been separated. Yeah, so we call three treasures together. When you be able to, we use the fans to track into the internal work, right? It's a fan is a form, martial art. I use a Taiji. People can use a pen. People can use the flute, right? People can use any music. The information in the universe is generate a sound wave, generate art flow, generate, what's that called? It's energy flow in the nature to link to true of the universe, the boundless, all the true, either Wuji or whatever you give a name call, is just there. You give the name, you limit it yourself. You don't give the name, you have a much broader outreaching. Don't limit it by name. I can say Wuji, but don't limit it by me, by the wording. So the true of universe, harmony, three treasures, harmony together. So how we go back, how we get that? Because we so, this is a phone and this is fans. We are so get used to materialize the divided separations. And so do meditation, do internal energy work, turn on the deep channel of your mind force. Let's give you a simple way. If you can focus your mind into your nervous system, your brains, your bones, your natural system or natural reaction, not just your thought. If you can get into that, and get avoid whatever your organ see, your eye see, your hearing to see, your feeling, get avoid that, but by use those kind of the real root of your feeling. Real root of your feeling, how you find it? We call the eye you look, this is the organ machine, our use, the tools we use. Behind the tool, I just for right now, give you a little dot right there. You don't see it, but it give you a little dot. Whatever you're hearing, turn on your hearing instead of use this one too much. Using between your ears, the little dot. You can go even backward leading to feel. Close your eyes to feel. Right? Make your brain jumping waves, sharp waves, go flat like a lake. Peaceful like moonlight. When you be able to do this natural trick, what you have, let me explain to you. You do this, you already in the spiritual world. You already link into actually. What you have, full dimensional awareness, full dimension controls, full dimensions, all these techniques. When you have this three harmony together, when you're doing fans, when you're doing hand form, when you do movements, it's all linked together. It's completely different. If I saw anyone have this kind of training, just simply moving hands, I can tell he's using energy or he just used dry muscles. And everyone can see the same thing. You'll be able to feel that. So track into the deeper nervous system and the internal focus actually is not internal focus. When you get into that, what you have is way broad outreaching, is universal. Every time you make a fans move, waves, you'll be able to have full dimension flows, the energy field follow with it. Full dimension. Visible one, invisible one, internally, externally. Then when the Taiji master holding the fan like that, fan will talk, okay? Because you apply the feeling into the fan. the movements will create a different type of the energy wave. I will go a little bit further the other way, we can say, when you really training well in the three treasures, when you're really training well, you'll be able to see, you saw, look, the soundtrack, kind of upset, right? You'll be able to hearing the beautiful scenery, beautiful natures. While you Shifu Li, while you talk about so upset, how can you hear the beautiful scenery? How can you to watch the music? Okay, actually, you are beyond your regular feeling you use. What's the mean you beyond? Beyond your eye look, you already did. Beyond whatever you're hearing, beyond what you're feeling or you're thinking, you have a much more deeper, but we said beyond, but you still use it. Keep the foundation too. So then what happens when you have this kind of internal support, your movements have a soundtrack, right? Your music will have a beautiful stories, a beautiful scenery, beautiful look, imagine image behind it. That's how you saw so many artists have this kind of abilities, not just Taiji. This is happening in surround us in everywhere. By understanding this, you are using the Taiji channel to learn, to understanding better, and Taiji theories or Taiji internal artwork, you'll be able to open all this channel, becoming use a Taiji way to understood all this. So this is what we call, then go back to the other one. This is just a video demo. I give a little bit of outreach in what we feel user fans, and also what's the harmony or the traditional. Let me give you a little bit other one to sharing with you. And that will go back. We do reverse training. We do reverse teaching this time, okay? So use a different way. Let me see. I use this. Go back to. I don't use the play. I just use random select. Okay, this should be fine. You will be see the same. Medical Taiji. We found it at Stanford a long time ago, and so I'm not teaching there for a while, but I will have other course in probably in April, and try to get all the medical students. I try to ask them to allow a public to join it. We like to do that. Usually I'm so busy, I don't want to, I cannot have a time for the full course. I just doing is, 1 quarter. I might be teaching 1 or 2 different courses. One is the medical Taiji course. The other one is like a Chinese medicine history. I taught a couple already quarters. I wanted to the students in Stanford, all the top the medical students or other peoples in there. We wanted them to at least have an opportunity to experience some of our traditional Taiji theories. That's why I still keep it there. And this is a medical Taiji. We talk about it. We go back. It's all we talked about earlier is our Taiji theories. It's not you made up. It's not you individually. Taiji theories is there, is in the natures. Only you're finding or not. Okay. If you look at this rock, if you look at this one, this is to have the hope of the people, 祈福祷告, same way, okay, to respect. what the true nature is. And also you can see all this life process and growing circulate the 春夏秋冬, circulate many generations, circulate thousands of years. The people's life, one follow the other, many generations. But the functionality of the life, we wanted to push, not just individually or not just myself, like 100 years, or even not even 100 years passed away. It's just one individual. But in a bigger view, you see the nature, you see the universe, and you see individual lifestyle. You see how humans in here finding the key point, finding the theories in the nature, whatever we have this environments. And also you can see the 1,000 years, the brain developments, how those people wanted, how these people created all those things, idea. Yeah, it's just a very simple. That of course it goes through the many generations, or goes through many either from a storylines, the philosophy, creative, or in the real talking in history recorded, have all those kind of theory. This you don't have to know this because this is just a history past, but it's the background of the Taiji internal yin yang theories. But of course, you're welcome to anyone have interest to poach all this, to understand. This is many of different concepts, different peoples. People carry on. Our understanding carry on is by so many grandmasters, so many very forward people already know. We based on that study or knowledge. So we basically learn from them and try to understanding ourselves, diet, and polish yourself and implement yourself as understanding and something like a collaborate. But this is the energy, the yin yang energy drive the revolutionary change for the human society. With culture, link to the culture, we link to the simple exercise, link to the book or physical theories or philosophy, link to all those background, but get away with all this. It is the power of the human drive this society continue innovation and develop. Yeah, this is you need understanding this force and be able to using this force to be creative, to be learned, to be applied to materials, the same thing, okay? Yeah, so this is about, Taiji, and for this one, all this medical Taiji I use we call the medical, is just for using in the very Pacific area. For Taiji developed have a many long history, have a many different way. People use it for self-defense, understanding all the techniques and using the power balance. And people also use them for self-enjoyment. I have a fun, I have a, happy and enjoy my practice. I have a good, and people even use that for, exercise. I want to get in building stronger muscles. I don't care how the application used, but I'm training this for exercise workout. And people use that also for social, for connections, for people, the group synergy to support his quality of the life. The outreaching or the coordination of the lifestyle should be the social activities. This is the Taiji. We set the medical Taiji field because I have our specific goal is I want to use the Taiji movements, the Taiji internal energy to support some of long-term disease or some of depressions or some pain management, or so many different balance issues. So people searching some opportunities, our Taiji internal art and simple exercise, graceful and balanced movements will give the choice for our patients, for our communities to people pick to learn. That's why calls medical Taiji just one way to give people a handle to grab on and to learn. It's not limited to. They have a much more. Okay. So I earlier talked about it is how you control the materials using the spiritual power, how you use the internal energy work, but a few things tip we wanted to understood. This is the Taiji yin yang theory. So Taiji represented power shifting, balance, or more or less. If you don't set up one base point, if you don't set up one, there nothing small or nothing's big, and there nothing's faster and nothing's slow. Only our human brain set up one base. You set up one base. This is yourself desired. You design it. You set up a base, then becoming comparison. The comparison, now you can say, here is the base, here is the bigger, here's the smaller, here's the hot and cold, here is, fast and slow, here is brightness and darkness. And here, that is the comparison. So Taiji is represent this, we call the difference of two things, two energy shifting in the universe. Look at the Taiji symbol. It's not just say Taiji symbol. If you deeper meditate, is basically is the more and less balance point. Okay, simply like a double weight, see which one more and which one less, but the central energy is genius to be use 1 ounce control the different of the both power. Okay, ideally, okay, just like that. So Taiji is a fundamental force in the universe. Of course, where Taiji coming from, we call the Wuji. Wuji is you don't set up a base. You don't set up any target. You don't have a fundamental particles. It's infinity. What do you have? You completely done. Okay, this is completely infinity, is not limited, unlimited, no comparisons. So Wuji is our internal trainings. Real base is no base. Our brain usually doesn't go that way. Our brain is finding base, finding target point. But in real true of the yin-yang theories, your fundamental base is no base. People doesn't get used to it. You have to be more meditate, more training, more learn the traditional theories, you be able to get away with it. People's habit, people's wanted, people's hoping, so all have a base. Yeah. But what's different is not hope, not not base, not comparison, so death. Of course, in the Wuji, death and life never be separated. Is beyond this or is including this. You cannot say even beyond because you have a base. You cannot even say including this because you have limitations. You separate it out or you bring in. Human brain doesn't get into these kind of comparisons. Only training much deeper, you don't even see it. You say a word, you have a limit. Because you set up a base, set up a comparison. Yeah, to experience all this deep training, or you cannot even say deeper, because if you have a deeper, you have a comparison, the same thing. So to get all this training, we call the full cycle completeness training. We have to use this word to sharing with you. Otherwise, I cannot say anything, right? I give you a little bit of sharing what my training theories behind it. I use this word called Wuji, is null-basis base, basically give you some flashlight, let you know, we sharing each other and we learning each other. We want to sharing my practice, wanted to understand that Taiji is not limited, not, we don't have a fundamental Taiji. It's not born with Wuji, but is born with Wuji. It's completely both sides, okay? So they have a much more individually have interested. You can completely run into it, go into it deeper, and but you don't have to enjoy whatever you have, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, but you know, only if you want to. Okay, so yeah, Taiji and Wuji. Taiji in here we just explained it. You set up one, no matter how big and small, doesn't matter. The one you set up, you have a comparison. Anything bigger than that, you can say bigger. Anything smaller than that, you can say small. If you don't set up one, your base is true of the universe. It's fluidity. It's natural reactions. It's true of energy work. What's that mean? There are no fast and slow. There are no life and death. There are not nothing about the time frame or space limitations. Nothing never happens, but nothing never dies. Only that happens because you set up one target point, you from a point to end, because you have a comparison. You use the time measurements, rulers. Okay, we don't want to go too far, but when you really run into the deep, and this have to be individually experienced that. Okay, so Taiji is a comparison. You set up one part, myself, individual. Now you can say other people's, group people's, different classes, and different community or different countries, or you are out of, oh, on the earth is the human life right there for, you know, billions of years. It's the same thing. You different, how, if you want to say something, you want to give a limitation first, base first. If you have a base, you can explain things. If you see how humans' life, how long is, if you look at one individual, it may be 100 years. If you look on one cell, then maybe like a couple hours, a few minutes. If you're looking for the human life, it might be lost for a long time. But the life force still growing on the earth. It's not either I'm gone or not. So use Taiji be able to traveling all those different things to understanding different dimensions or different fields of the true nature. Even if you want to, okay, this will be understanding different way. When you use the Taiji training internal energy, when you practice things, use differently. When you active things, it's differently because you mostly carry 4-dimension force sometime, okay? If you training while, then you can be able to. We set 3 levels in the very beginning. That's what we wanted to say. Sky, universe, and earth, gravities, and the human body's life right here using coordinated with the environment's life grounding and practice right here. This is how this in nature levels. In individual lives is the life you thought, life function, your energy organs working with it, the muscle working with it, and leading by the mind. Okay, this is individual. In nature, no matter your individual's death or fall, but it's all still maintain the force. And beyond this in universe is all the true of huge life process. Yeah, don't use our time and space to measure that because Anything you measure, just separate yourself, same like us. We're doing right now in here. Anything you measure that is separated, talk about individual or piece, one piece, not talk about the whole. And the whole is different. So but this is we don't want it to be leading too weird, but we're too wild, and we want to go back, enjoy our life practice. Is we use all these environments. We want to have, what do we choose? We choose to have a busy life. You can do whatever you want, keep your desire and enjoy your life process. I can choose simplified, nothing to do it, just easy traveling and play some, fun and very light take should be fine too. But only then two things you need to understood a little bit more Taiji, then you can have, more plus, for whatever you saw, whatever you experience in the lifetime. Okay. So we talk about the three treasures. And this energy could be training, could be benefit for our individuals' knowledge, the individuals' viewpoints of the lifestyle, individuals' viewpoints of your family style, socials, or even your study or your whole life process and what do you wanted to do in this lifetime, right? So it's all related, but and if you want to go to deeper, then you can learn how we find this one too. If something interesting or you're doing interesting, fine. This is you have own process the same way. But if you want it, we can have a learn it. So this also is a coordination of our internal and training Taiji could be balanced. We say comparison. Okay. If I have lower energy, maybe I just back up myself, try to meditate, try to training Taiji and enjoy art, enjoy philosophies, try to listening the music. Music is energy. Music also is beautiful nature. Music also is energy soundtrack. All these floaties could be healing yourself too. Okay, you can listen to the music, you can practice Taiji with it. So health benefit, whatever it is in this moment, in this time frame, you try to make the harmony and peaceable, the environment surround you to be best nervous, to be best fit, to be best maintain our life cell or spirit or individual's life in this balance of the nature. Then you can make a longevity you want, just like a simple cell, maintain the cell. At least you can have happy, enjoyable in this moment. Okay, this is for health in mind, health in energy, health in exercise to play with it. And we talk about the bodies, mind, energy, and process, the movements coordinate together. Use this to synchronize. If you want to training internal Taiji better, have a better balance point, have a better mindset, have a better energy flows, you need to link through these three things. This is to represent individuals, human body. This is represented our earth, natures. And whatever the gravity is, the local, yeah. This is to represent the whole universe. But also in individual, your mindset usually link direct to sky, direct to the universe, original spirit. More space feeding, more lighting space process, or you don't give space. And the fluidity is a balance of materialize and the mindset. We call the coordination between these is qi flows. skies, human lives, all the other lives, everything. Earth like materialize gravities, okay? Sky is, we call the true of universe. To link these things together, energy fluidity. You can see life energy, you can see other energy process, you can even see lightning or soundtrack, whatever the energy flowing around. So this is called nature's energy. When you're training deeper, you'll be able to feel that. And the other ones, when you beyond this, all those limitations, we call the true universe, the energy we call Wuji, okay, including all those three things: original energy, original essence, fundamental, original spirit. You say original spirit, which is not base, not original, and not energy is energy, and this is be way broad, way broad. You have to be, our brain is limited, educated from a very little childhood to now. Now it's harder to give up this in unlimited things. It's be harder to let you get used to it. But when we training more, you'll be feel that. So run through those kind of three things, coordinate together. That should be the Taiji internal how to practice with it. And you can not, everybody is limited. Okay, it's not too much deeper you can do, but at least enjoy every part step you make. Enjoy all this kind of coordination, harmony, peaceful. Enjoy all this lifelong practice. Enjoy whatever your deeper mindset, how you can realize or experience what the nature is. All this is based on individual's interest. Okay, so before go back to medical Taiji wellness, we use all this. Basically, very true. Basically, is build up a nice balance from a spiritual part, from energy part, from physical body part to be best fit in these environments, to be best survive in this environment. So we call maintain the healthy life. That's why I have a health benefit too, because you design for that, right? To keep our lifestyle have a better environment in this moment. Better environments, not stressful, okay, not hard strike, and not just like many of these things. Try to use it and protect and maintain our lifestyle, have a better balance point, we call, okay? All this training have a base, and they're in tradition trainings, medicines, nothing different than the modern technology. Okay, they are nothing different. Okay, and modern technology have actually, no matter how well, how advanced you think you are, but if you cannot go back, give a peek for the traditional, you will lose the foundation. Okay, you even can't go further. Okay, as long as you look at the foundation, you look at how the human life, the revolutionary change, you might be even have a better way to see where is the forward look. Where give you Taiji brain will be all brought to approach many different dimensions, and to use you modern technology, use your specialty, and to explain better. Or we say the theories part, we say the philosophy. How about we just say individuals, innovations, many different kind, based on this kind of resources, always to know the tradition of where you're coming from, what's right now, what's in the future. You have a cleaner picture. Where is the directions? What do you want to do? And that will be whole picture for for the modern and traditional or internal. You always like we are last time at Harvard University, Dr. Peter Wen, and Gloria did a very wonderful job to hook on so many experts there. Dr. Wong there too. I really appreciated all this effort, and he growing together with the Western medical background with all the scientists. So that kind of energy we want to continue grow, and everyone right there, we are so benefit, and we'll see so many push, so many understanding, so many research and the emerging technology used, and how exactly the internal energy could be. In my point of view, I can see perfectly match. The traditional is not different with his intervention and not different with his research. I just saw even more see so well connect. But as well as Dr. Peter Wynn and the Gloria and other, Dr. Pauline, of course, and Dr. So many other people, same way. He also used his background of the emerging technology, also track into the history part. That's so good. This forum, all these events going on to bring all those people together. Same as us today. We have a great opportunity to teaching this course and to sharing whatever my personal knowledge is, what I can, based on my ability, limited, but I try to best I can to share, my part of understanding with the Taiji, but also everyone, the tensions here, everyone participates in this course, which is bring this platform to exchange, to sharing and to benefit. I'm talking right here. I got the benefit from Grandmaster Fang's teaching. I got a benefit from Mason's demonstration, the fluidity, right? So we all sharing each other. Let's bring our Taiji even forward and make more people know, more people benefit, and more Taiji is not only beginnings advanced one. No, Taijis could be any different ways, and every moment could be all newer innovation, and we learning Taiji very different simple ways. We learn it, we follow who are leading us, grandmasters, experience following. Also, give the questions. Yeah, how the grandmaster develop all this, right? So many different things. And we can give questions in the future class, so we can continue discuss this. And for me right now, I probably finish my presentation, and is there anything, any questions, a very short, a couple minutes, I already get a little farther. So any questions we can sharing and discuss it, be welcome, and Dr. Wong, anything you want to direct us, you want to guide us, what's to do next? So, or if anyone, you can welcome to contact me through Dr. Wong's, contact. If you have any question, we can talk to later on too. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me stop sharing my presentation. And I think Dr. Wong might be ready for your, what's the next one? Or any questions, welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, can bring to Dr.Li right now. Any question? Or we can leave you guys to contact Dr.Li video. He's easy to locate. Okay. Thank you, Dr.Li.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Now, please take a 5 minutes break. Then we will continue the last session today. Okay. Bye-bye.